Hi everyone, welcome to Zaiti and Zycos Gaming, and welcome to Megaquarium. This is the Freshwater Frenzy DLC that was just recently released, and I've just managed to get this. Now, I'm going to be honest here and say this is the second time for me to actually run the first campaign in Freshwater Frenzy, mainly because I completely messed up the audio in the first one. I recorded the entire thing, won all the challenges, and went to play it all back, and the audio was completely a mess. It was distorted. The music background track was so high I couldn't hear anything. And I messed about in Audition, I messed about in Premiere Pro, and I still couldn't get it working. In the end, I was spending longer doing that than if I re-recorded the entire thing. So that's what I've done. I've re-recorded. I'm going to apologise for that. I use a very rubbishy, crappy head mic, and I am still trying to get my head around recording and video and using OBS and stuff like that. So please bear with me. So in a campaign, we got a normal campaign, and we've got our Freshwater Frenzy one now. As you can see, I did start with Hitama, and we are going to restart Hitama again from scratch. So if you do come here and you do start the Freshwater Frenzy campaign, it does tell you to do some of the normal campaign first, because that acts as a tutorial to how to use items, how to do staff management and everything else like that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Hitama, and I'm going to start again from scratch. Wonder if I can do it faster this time, or whether I'm going to mess it up. Right, welcome to Hitama. The owner of this small saltwater aquarium wants to explore the exciting new world of freshwater exhibits, and they need your help. As you design their new displays, you'll learn the subtle differences between saltwater and freshwater care. As you proceed, you'll need to complete various tasks to increase the selection of freshwater animals available to you. Only then will you be able to grow Hitama to an aquarium renowned for both its saltwater and freshwater exhibits. Okay, let's give this a close. And I'm hoping that this volume is going to be okay. I might turn the background music down just a tad, to be honest. It is quite loud. Okay. The owner has already secured access to 2 freshwater species. Your first task is to build a tank to house them, complete the objective, and then open the aquarium when you're ready. To access the freshwater animals, click the following toggle in the livestock menu. Okay, that's brand new. We didn't have that previously. And the toggle is present in all menus. And make sure that only objects which are compatible with freshwater tanks are shown. Okay, let's close that. I'm going to quickly do some options, do my sound, and turn down my main volume a bit, and my music volume. That's better. I like my atmosphere, but it does get picked up quite heavily. That works okay. That looks good to me. Okay, so we need to build a tank with at least 1 convict cichlid, a cichlid, I always say cichlids, at least 1 guppy, all requirements met, have a bloodworm dispenser, a brine shrimp dispenser. Might need to hire additional staff, and we then open the aquarium. So we've got some tanks already, which are the standard saltwater tanks. And let's have a look how many staff we've got. I do know this already, sorry. We have 3. Everybody can feed, 1 can clean. Somebody has got a fixing. So, when I did this last time, I had everybody coming around this area, moving around nicely, and I opened this all up, and then I used this large area here for my new freshwater stuff. And I think that worked quite nicely. It meant I could keep all of the maintenance stuff together in one long piece at right at the back. So I quite like that. The one problem I do have is I got 5 grand and I actually often run out of the money quite quickly, which is a bit bad, but nothing much I can do about that. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to try not to go over the top with money, which, yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean, I spend money like water. This is the problem with me and these sort of games, is that I start doing this and I just spend everything. I'm going to block that off. And then what I want is this nice area behind here is going to be for my tanks, feeding, and everything else like that. I don't want these little tiny pieces that we've got like this. And in fact, I'm going to leave that one as... No, I'm not. Actually, I'm going to move it like that. I'm going to get rid of this piece, just so I got more space up here. Because I honestly can't see the point of having that little tiny one. I'm going to get a staff door. Okay, way to go. Right. What I'm going to start with is getting something a little bit tidy so that we start having money and we start having a bit of prestige as soon as we do this. So let's move this. I'm not really seeing the point of having this arrow, to be honest, anyway, because there's only really one way to go and they can mill around this front area here, but what's the point? I'm going to put it there for the time being though. And I'm going to set us up with some basic necessities such as a couple of toilet cubicles. I'm going to also do a fizzy drinks machine. Sorry, that was my cat actually deciding she was going to move the keyboard. So I'm going to do one there. And I'm looking for another one, which I'm probably going to put over here for the time being. That's going to move later as I open up. And I'm going to put down some benches, because let's make everybody happy and have them sit down and be cheerful. That looks good. And I also want some maintenance stuff, such as a sponge sink. We already have a... Do we already have... Yeah, we got a toolkit. We haven't got a sponge sink. So let's put the sponge sink there. And I'm going to move the toolkit. And I may do another door there, just to be on the safe side. I know there's a lot of doors, but that should be alright. No, let's do a door. May as well. Lovely. Now, I want to keep this quite roomy behind here. The one problem I do have is this tank there, which I don't really like. Because if I'm going to build a tank here, it's going to be pushed out into that. So I might have to move this back a little bit and just have it in just a couple of spots. So let's get our first tank built. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to go with... I can't remember what I did last time. An observer tank or a deep observer tank. Let's have a look. This is our freshwater. So what we're looking for is at least one convict cichlid and at least one guppy. Now these reach size 3. And you can have 1 or 2 in a shoal or 4+. Now I don't really want to spend too much money early on because Otherwise, you completely wipe yourself out. If you were going to put 4 of these in and 5 of the guppies, you end up spending quite a lot of money. You know, you're paying you're paying about 1,000 nearly in just fish. So I'm going to stick to just 2 of the convict cichlids at first, and now 2 guppies. And what we have here is guppies cannot be housed with a bully, and they're nibbleable. So if we put them with somebody who nibbles them, they will lose health. So let's have 2 of those. Size 2 is 4. 2 of those. Size 6. So we've got a maximum of 10. So I'm going to make a smallish tank to start. Smaller observer tank. I'm going to make it a size 30. Because I might want to add more fish. Let me see if I added... If I do build it up at some stage, that's going to be 4 plus 12, and that's going to be 10. So I only need 22 anyway. So the biggest one of this observer tank is going to actually work quite nicely. So let's put him... Yeah, I'm going to put him there. 23. So I can still add, let me see, 4 of the 3s, 12, 22. Yeah, I can still fit in. I haven't got much redundancy, but that'll fit. If I go that way, there's going to be such a little walk area. I'll put him there. Okay. Let's put down a wall, so we keep everything nicely out of the way. This is only a small tank, so I'm just going to put a little power combi in here. Should be enough for our needs. And we needed bloodworms. Let's have a look. What else did we need? We needed brine shrimp and bloodworm. Looks like brine shrimp is already out, but I'm going to add another one just to be safe. So we have a bloodworm dispenser here. And we're going to have our brine shrimp dispenser as well. Lovely. And what we're also going to have is some plants. And we're going to try and up the... Oh, as soon as I put the plants in, if you notice the colour of this goes different, the substrate goes different, so it looks more like a freshwater tank. So I'm also going to add a couple of small rocks. I kind of want to keep the points of prestige going up. I think an anchor might be a bit of overkill in this one, but let's go for a conch shell, which looks quite nice. And let's also see, I'm not going to go for a rocky overhang. Driftwood cave takes up a lot of space. Let's go for some more plants. Yeah. Okay, that looks quite nice. And before I open up, I'm also going to brighten up some of these tanks as well, because they're looking a bit dull. So we've got plenty of saltwater plants, and we've also got our anchor. So I'm going to throw in an anchor. People love looking at anchors. And I'm also going to throw in a lot more plant. So let's grab some sea lettuces for this one. There's probably not much space left in this one. Oh, there we go. And let's have some eel grass in here. That looks nice. And let's see what else we've got. I think we've got some conch shells. We've got some space left. And let's try a life ring. Okay, that looks good. Just to give it a bit of extra oomph, because we want to get that prestige up as soon as we can. Because the more we get prestige, then the faster we level. So I am going to put in another bench around the back here. Okay, that looks good. And I want to make sure I got as much done as I could before opening. So I'm going to put 2 of these in here. And then 2 guppies. We've still got room for a few more. It's only a small tank, but I think that it'll be fine as it is. We can add some more once we get some more money, because we're already down to 2,400 with just those little changes. So let's click to open our aquarium. So if we look at this, we can open the aquarium. Okay, great work. You just built your first of many freshwater tanks. As you can see, building freshwater tanks is a lot like building saltwater ones. Yep. However, there's some differences. You got some different plants, and you cannot use a protein skimmer. And if we're using pumps, we cannot use the pump for both saltwater and freshwater. So let's go for it. Okay, so our next science project, I'm going to go for a large heater, because if we're going to have large tanks, we're probably going to need that quite quick. Okay, lovely. The owner is pleased with your first tank, but they're impatient to see more. You now have your final objective. You must increase the overall variety of freshwater animals in the aquarium, and also ensure your freshwater exhibits are central in your aquarium design. A certain proportion of prestige must come from your freshwater displays. The first step is to reach rank 5 to increase your access to freshwater animals. You still need to build saltwater tanks to increase your overall prestige. Also keep an eye on your message log, as you'll be offered opportunities to access more animals and objects by completing optional objectives. Good luck. Okay, so just quickly pause. So we need to reach rank 5 with 390 prestige, but we need 500 prestige from just the freshwater displays. And we need 7 freshwater species in here. That 500 is quite tricky to get. Okay. But let's go. Let's see if we get some people coming in. And yeah, we've got our first person. Okay, ecology project. These 2 fish are saltwater, so I think we're going to go for the freshwater fish as much as we can. So let's go. Let's have a look where this person is going. I'm going to put another bench in. Not sure why she's having difficulty walking about there. She's getting a bit confused. She's trying to go out. She's trying to go back. What's her issue? She really liked the disco mushrooms. And now she's just walking around. Is she going? She's not even bothering to go and see our lovely freshwater exhibits. Oh, no, she's on her way again. So these people are now coming down, hopefully going to see our freshwater stuff. Yes, we're getting some prestige from the freshwater. We're getting lots of prestige from this tank. We're already up to 87, which is pretty good going. So I'm going to quickly speed this up a little bit as we get more and more people coming in. day 2. So this tank looks like it's getting a few people watching it and having a look. We've got our bloodworms, we've got our other food in here as well, so that should be easy enough to feed. And already we're on 220, 224. But our freshwater display, we've only got one of them, it's only on 25. That's going to be quite slow. And we're on day 3. I don't think we're going to take too long. Okay, let's slow this down. And I'm going to look at this fish. So this one reaches a size of 10. And it needs either 1 or 2 in a tank. Or 6+ in a tank. Well, that's going to be quite a big tank because it's going to need a size 60. And we're starting off quite small because of the fact that we have got limited amount of money. He's a bully, he's going to pester wimps, so we could actually stick him on his own. Or we could wait a while and have him in maybe another tank with other bullies later on with a bigger tank. Not sure yet. In the meantime though, I think we will build maybe a deep water tank that's going to be a little bit bigger. I think that would be quite nice. Yeah, let's build a deep water tank ready. Oh, there we go. Day 4. No, let's look at our message. Oh, excellent. We've got some stuff. So we've got a corkscrew Valis that we can actually purchase. And we have another challenge, which is a Bozeman's Rainbow. This is such a pretty fish. This needs 5 or more. They reach 3, so we need a tank of 15. But we also need a 2x2 open space. So we need to make a big enough tank that we have lots of decoration, lots of prestige objects. But we're also going to be getting a nice selection of all of the objects in there and enough space for a rainbow fish. So I'm going to give this one a shot because we need at least 15 plants. So I think this is going to go nicely here. And I think we can do another tank with just the size 60. This size observer tank 30. How big was this fish? Nope, I haven't got him yet. Let me quickly look at my messages. Size 3. 5 3 is 15. I think a 30 tank would really suit. So we may open this up now, but have a bit more of a space so that the tank can fit out a little bit more into this area. So I'm going to quickly do that because otherwise these guys walk everywhere. As soon as you expand, they just go and think that they can go all over the place. Okay, we are going to put this against that back wall for the time being. We are going to get this tank going. I don't want to open this area up until I got this tank built because people don't seem to like tanks in the way. If it's an empty tank, they seem to go and complain about it, but I quite like having a bit of a space there. Mainly because if I moved it across here, it wouldn't be much space. That's a nice looking tank. I'm going to have 15 plants in here. So we already got offered some corkscrew Valis for 195. So if I pick that up, pop this in here. This gives us our plants that we needed and our open space of 2x2. I'm going to keep the 2x2 at the back there, so I am going to put a few other bits and pieces in this tank. So let's grab, let's see if the power combi will work. I think it should. Which saves us. Okay, our rainbow fish are going in. That was quite quickly done, to be honest. A lot quicker than I thought. I just want to brighten this tank up a little bit more. Get some small rocks going. Is that okay? I think that's okay. Let's have a look what these guys are saying. Number of ecology points. Oh, there's insufficient open space. That rock has filled that area there. You need the 2x2. So, can we actually... No, I don't want to delete the contents. I want to edit the contents. Click that. Let's sell that rock. That's better. And I think I'll probably put a shell in here. Something that gives us 2. Okay, we've got 15 out of 10. 40. A rock. That looks okay. That looks quite nice. These guys are eating bloodworm. We've already got some bloodworm here. It's going to be quite easy for them to access this tank. So let's throw in a nice wall just to keep everybody in the right place. And let's throw in a nice little bench. Where's that bench gonna go? I think but there. The bench will do. Gonna quickly throw in a couple of bins as well. Suddenly realise we don't really have any bins. That'll do. Let's open up. I think that looks quite nice. So, what we've got, the cowfish has grown. That cowfish couldn't grow because there's not enough space. That could not grow up either, the zebrafish. And we now have unlocked our Midas cichlid. And we can pick the next research. We're still trying to aim towards 390. So I'm going to go for a panther grouper. I'm going to keep this cichlid for a little bit because I really don't know if I want another big tank for it. It's a possibility. I am going to open this area up here. So I'm going to do that in the meantime. Make it nice and straight. What I might do is open this and have a couple of toilets in there. So I don't want these dudes complaining about not having bathrooms. Lovely. I could push that back a little bit. A bit nicer. Okay. That one's nearly done. That one's nearly done. I want big heater for the bigger tanks. So let's just... I am still opening bits and pieces up. Going to grab a piece of that, put it behind here. Looks quite nice. Okay, day 6. We're going to have quite a few of these could not grow up. I don't really want to extend these tanks out, mainly because all of our prestige and stuff is required for freshwater. So I really want to focus on the freshwater displays. Pick next research. Let's grab the large filter. And we are now going to have... speed this up. Kind of like looking at my tanks, looking at the people. He's tired. He wants to sit down. He's looking at the fish. It seems like I have enough staff that are working well at the moment. I may need another member of staff, maybe to repair. I bet those are about things not growing up. Yes. Let's grab another member of staff. Oh, next research. Oh, we're so close. Lionfish. He can feed. That's feeding, fixing, feeding and fixing, feeding and fixing. I'm going to go for some feeding and fixing people. That's got better stats. Oh, good, we've ranked up. Yes. Okay, we've got access to some more plants. We've got a chocolate vending machine, some nets that we could put in tanks, some bogwood pieces, and we've got some availability to research some more fish. Sadly, we've just researched a saltwater fish, but hopefully that won't take too long. Okay, let's close this down. Thank you, let's go. Okay, nice job getting to rank 5. You can now unlock a bunch of new freshwater animals using ecology. That's not all. From this rank onwards, you have access to accessories, powerful new tools to help optimize your aquarium. Accessories can be equipped on staff to improve their performance. Complete the option objective if you feel like giving the new backpack accessory a try. We're going to do this because this allows your staff to carry more food. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to hire Malik as my extra member of staff. For the backpack, we have to unlock the backpack dispenser, so that's not too bad. Again, just being able to level up. I think our next tank is going to be a more open lagoon style tank in the center area. I'm going to keep all this area along here for my staff. I think this is a lot easier. We could just keep everything over this side. And I think that'll work quite nicely. Let's grab a couple of the chocolate vending machines. We want these guys to be giving us money. Even if it's just chocolate. Okay, we can now pick our next research. So we are going to go for a animal that is freshwater. Okay, this is a bit more tricky. It needs 5 or more different decorations. It's a wimp, so can't be housed with a bully. This one's a bully, so we could probably put this in with the other one from earlier, which was the demoiselles. So I might keep that one behind. That one I'm going to keep on its own. And a tinfoil barb. This is an active swimmer, so it requires a tank with at least 24. When full grown, it needs at least 48. So I think this is going to be our first lagoon tank. It needs a 2x2 open square as well. It reaches size 8, and we need 3. So 3, it's 24, yeah, 48 it needs. We're going to build a lagoon tank. And it needs cockles. Let's go for it. Our lagoon tank is going to go over here. I do spread out quite a bit. Okay, let's grab that backpack dispenser. I must admit, I do spread my tanks out quite considerably. I like using the space. I don't really like tiny areas. So, I'm going to grab another bit of wall, so I got a little tiny bit more space at the moment that I can use. Yeah, get out. Thank you. Let's take this bit down. And I'm going to build that lagoon tank. Can I take this bit down? Yep, I can. Let me put a bit of wall in there. Right, that gives us a nice bit of space. Let's tidy this up with a bit of wall. Ah, it won't allow. Oh yeah, it'll allow me to put wall there. That's okay. That's nice, not too bad. It's quite tidy. Let's get a lagoon in. I got enough space there. That gives us 56. That gives us 42. I think 56 would be fine. That looks quite nice. And there's a lot of space around it, which we probably didn't need. We probably could have made that smaller. Let's have a look at our quick messages. Elliot is leveled up. Elliot is going to be cleaning. Cowfishes cannot level. Pancho is levelled. Pancho is going to be feeding. Zebra morels, right. I'm going to quickly pause this. I really have a thing about pausing when I'm trying to build. So let's extend my wall. I'm being very lazy with these walls. I'm going to want a power pump. And we've only got a basic one at the moment, but I think that'll do. It's going to just about reach. It'll do for the now. And I've already got my large heater. And I've got a filter. I don't know how much filtration these guys are going to need, so I might try a small filter for now. We'll see how that works, otherwise I can swap it for a bigger one. They wanted... What did they say they wanted? Lots of plants and 2 open space. So we are going to go with plants. And I want to put some Amazon swords in here. And let's grab a small rock. Maybe a rocky overhang. Driftwood. Conch shell. Yeah. It's a bit square on the outside, but it's just to keep that 2x2 open space. I think that's going to be quite a nice little plant. Nice. So the backpack dispenser is being looked at, but it's quite slow. And my tetrabarbs are moving. I'm also going to put another staff door on here. Let's do it right there. I think this is going to be quite nice actually. This little, there's a lot of space. I mean, I could move him a little bit, but the problem is that this pump isn't going to stretch that far. And we haven't yet got the bigger pumps. So I do have a bit of a waste of space up here, which I could probably bring down a little bit, rather than have everybody walking around. There we go. That'll do. And I'm going to put my benches out ready. Let's put that one there. I think that's going to look quite nice. Day 12, we're still getting. We can't move. Let's have a look how the rest of the aquarium is doing. This looks fine. People are coming in. There doesn't look like as many negative prestige points. People are using my bins. Oh, let's get some more bins. Just so that we're ready. We can never have enough bins. What I'm going to do is use a small piece of area for... Okay, Nancy's going to be fixing. If we keep her leveled up nicely, and I'm going to want to put another tool rack over here. Just so she doesn't have to travel all the way to fix these. Day 14. Cowfishes could not grow. Doesn't matter. Okay, I've got my tinfoil barb. I'm going to put 3 of these in. And I think my next one is going to be this tetra, because I could probably put it into a tank with the other dude. Yay, I'm going to do that. Okay, the trick with plant destroyers is to add sufficient plants so the destruction is spread out. Complete the following objective. Tinfoil barb, all requirements met, and I get a paku. Excellent. So, if I put my tinfoil barbs in here, just 3, I already get myself a paku. Okay, where am I going to put him? If I close this and quickly check, I should be able to pick him back up once I get something a little bit bigger, because he reaches a very large size. Right, let's open this up, as otherwise we're not getting people coming in to look at these guys. Oh yeah, they love our tinfoil barbs. Look at them. Loving them. Oh, they do. They love those. And they're sitting down. They're happy. They go into the bathroom. Oh, yes. How's our backpack coming along? We haven't done anything with that yet. Freshwater species with 3 off. We're only 158 on that. I did find this was quite tricky last time. I dropped to something like 200 from 400 at one stage. So, more rays. And I'm going to open up again. am going to open... They love to come all the way down here, don't they? I mean, look at them. They're all happily whizzing off down here. There's nothing here for you. Right, Picnic's research. We want that power pump. I'm going to slow this down. In fact, I'm going to pause it quickly so we can have a look at this backpack. So this is our dispenser, and it doubles the equipped staff members' animal food carrying capacity. So that is quite useful, because especially as we get more and more species, we really want to have the food being picked up quite quickly. So I'm actually going to put 3 of these down, because I don't really care about Elliot, because he's my cleaner and I really want him cleaning more than feeding. So let's grab my staff. Pancho is currently idle, so let's go no accessory and just click on the backpack. Nancy is idle. Click on the backpack. Malik, he's fixing, but let's click on the backpack for him as well. So they now all should have backpacks, and let's keep Elliot going with his cleaning. Once they pick that up, yes, we've got that. Oh, they're so cute. Look, they've really got little backpacks on them. They're wearing their little backpacks. That's so good. That's so cute. Okay, day 17. More eels still not been growing. And we are building a bigger tank, I think. Let's see, what size tank shall we have? I think we are going to build... I'm not sure. How many fish have we got that we need to use? These rainbows are going to go in their own one. And I've actually got this spare Pacu, which is free. I've got this Chicholid, which is a bully. I've got the other one that we're doing as a bully. And we've got a Pacu, which is quite big. So we want a big tank for all of these. And we're going to put these Bozeman rainbows in their own tank as well. So I think these can go in another lagoon tank. Oh yeah. And I'm going to do an earth eater. Okay, this is telling me that this is a nibblable. This is a nibbler fish. So we can't put him in with a guppy. And he's a bully anyway, and our guppy is a wimp. Okay, I think I am going to block this area off. I don't want these dudes walking around here. No, let's not go there. Let's go there. Let's pick these dudes up. I mean, I could easily put in a different corner tank or something like that at some stage. I quite like lagoon tanks, so... but we're going to have a look at our Bozeman's rainbow. No, we've already got him. Oh, that's low water quality, so we need another... I'm going to put in the big one. Right, let's quickly pause this so I don't lose any fish. Let's get rid of that. Let's grab a large filter. Stick it there. Right, let's quickly check our fish again. Cichlids, blind cave tetras. We have actually used our Bozeman's rainbow. We haven't used our Pacu. And we have this earth one to use as well. let's have a look what we've got. So our tinfoil barbs have grown huge. Let's have a quick look. Oh wow, look at the size of these. These guys are really getting nice and big. Oh, that looks good. Love it. Though, what we haven't done is put their food down. Oh. Oh, that's so bad. Hopefully they're not going to die. No, they've got plenty of health, so let's hope they get fed quite quickly, as they're in need of feeding. Right, big tank. I want a large tank. Let's see. I can build another lagoon tank. I think that's what we'll do. We are stretching out quite a way down here. Size 56 for that one, I think. Yeah, I think that'll do. As soon as these guys are ready, they can go in. We're going to need vegetables. He's a wimp. We need 5 or more decorations, and he's in two or more. So let's get this thing set up with some decks. So we're going to need corkscrews. We're going to need, I'm going to count these, 2. Oops. Rock, 3. What else did they want? Oh, they want bogwood. +1 bogwood, so there's going to be at least 2 of them, so they need bogwood. So let's put a couple of those in. That looks quite nice. That was 4. And I'm going to grab some nets, because we haven't used that yet. I think there's enough in there. Let's get a pump going. Don't know why I'm looking at that when I just gone up the previous one to look at the pumps. Let's do a pump. And we want a large heater. And let's give ourselves a large filter just to be on the safe side. Okay, that's going to be about ready. So as soon as he comes on board, we're going to be doing that. Okay, Elliot is leveled up. He's going to be still cleaning. And our cowfishes are still growing. Okay, 4 species we have. I know there's 1 being done, and we've got the 2 that are going to go into a big tank together as they both bullies. But we're only 101 points. It's really hard to get these prestige levels up for these animals, because there's only so much stuff you can put in the tanks, and we need spaces in there and all sorts of things. Let's look at this one. Still can't level. Okay, I've got my red striped earth eaters. I'm going to put, say, 2 of these in at the moment, and they eat vegetables. Okay, it's telling me they need to like a certain amount of bogwood, and that behaves just like plants, rocks, and the caves. And these guys eat veggies, and I'm going to have another staff door down here. So there. We grab my veggie. And let's grab my fish. Red striped earth eaters. 1, 2. Let's go for 3. They want... Oh, they need currently 6. 6 of those and another... So I need to put a rocky overhang in. And they need a bogwood piece. Okay, let's just check that they're happy. Whew. Luckily we didn't have to leave any space in the tank because we only just about fitted everything in. Okay, let's get rid of the wall. And we've now got our power pump, so we could change some of the things around. I'm going to have a padded bench. So we're still only on 85 points for prestige. It's really tough to get these prestige points on these tanks. Okay, let's have a look at how Malik is leveled up. Malik is going to be feeding. Pancho is feeding. Crowfishes cannot level up. Crowfishes cannot level up. Hopefully I haven't missed anything else. Don't think so. Nope. We do have our problem shared. We still have our Paku to do. So I think that's going to be our next tank. We're going to need that big, big tank. And we are getting a lot of space over here. So let's put down a few more bits and pieces for our dudes. They want to sit on benches. They want to be happy. Yay, that'll be enough benches for them. So they're going to come down here, hopefully. Nancy has leveled up. Nancy's fixing. Okay, we're going to start building that big tank. This is a very long aquarium. Okay, very long aquarium. And we're still looking for these freshwater ones. Okay, I'm going to put in that. Pick him up. Get off. Why are you over here? I can't even pick you up. So fast. I mean, we drop this stuff every day, so I'm hoping it's going to pick up back up again, because that's really, really low. But let's get a big tank in. It's just really awkward because I had such a really good setup last time that I won by day 26, and I'm just like, oh, how on earth? I've got loads of money mines, so we are going to build a very big tank. 120. That Pacu needs a big, big tank. The lagoon tank doesn't grow very big. Deep observer tank. Deep corner tank. Let's go for a deep observer tank. I think we could cope with a deep observer tank. We've got plenty of money, so let's just go for it. How big is this going to go? 120? No, we could fill fill it full of guppies and things. We can have a tank full of guppies. We love guppies. Let's grab ourselves a... Oh, got lots of female. Our Earth Eaters have grown. Oh wow, he's been really happy. Wow. Everything's really grown. Wow, those Earth Eaters have grown really, really large. They look cool. They really, really look cool. What was I doing with this tank? Can't remember. Put another wall in. I have no idea what's going in this tank. It's just going to be full of bully fish. So, let's have a quick look at this fish. The Midas. 1 to 2 and 6. Reaches 10, so that's 20. This blind cave tetra, he needs rocks, he needs caves, he needs 3 of them, so he's going to be 12. So we're looking at 32, and this guy is a 35. So we've got plenty of him, but we need a 3x3 spare bit for him, and he loves plants, and he's going to dig everything up. So I think we're going to have floor space. So let's get this in. Nice range of plants at the front. We're going to go for some small rocks. Let's go for a big rocky overhang at the back. I'm still leveling up on my eels. I am really going to use this pacu. Right, let's grab my fish. I'm going to get 2 of these guys. What is he not happy about? Oh, water temperature too low. Let's grab that large heater. Stick him there. There. We've got veggies for him. Let's grab my blind cave tetra. He needs 3. We've got our freshwater species. And let's go and look at our male and grab that pacu. Oh, that looks so nice. That is going to be a great tank. Come on, people, you're going to love this tank. I'm going to grab that Belfast one. I don't have many bits and pieces left now, so I'm going to actually put down some more stuff for my peeps. Let's have some padded benches over in this area. Let's grab our usual fizzy drinks. We want them to be happy, we want them to spend time over here. Let's grab a bin. Got some more messages. Our eels are still growing. Right, now hopefully people coming down here are going to start to actually give us some of these freshwater displays. We've got plenty of species. Got a nice big tank in. Oh, okay. I'm a local inventor and a most ingenious design for a new tank. Oh, now that's a nice big tank that we could have used for alpaca and things. Okay. That is lovely. It's got a base prestige of 100. We could have really used this, and it needs 3 different animals. So our nice big guys here could have gone into this lovely big jetty tank. That's unfair. Right, let's quickly pause. Let's see what fish we've got that we could put into a jetty tank. We need 3 fish. I'm going to try and stick with this. We've got wimps. That's a bully. Tinfoil barbs are big. The Bozeman's rainbows. We've got them already. We've got... I think we've used every single one we've used. These earth eaters we've used. Yep, we have. You currently have 3. Is it going to be crazy if I do a nice big guppy, chicholid, and a Bozeman's rainbow? They're all quite small, but they love all this space. So I really could do a big jetty tank. I know that might be crazy, but... And I know we're getting rather long. I'm actually thinking that we move this way and we just do a big jetty tank here. Opposite this. Yeah, let's move these. I think this is the way we're going to go. So let's move that there. Let's move that one there. Let's move that there. I'm going to make this smaller again. Take out that wall. Oh, the craziness is real. Isn't it funny how the first time you try this, it all works perfectly, and then the next time you go, it all goes horribly wrong. And you think to yourself, how did I mess this up? So this is going to be an area for my big jetty tank. And I might have to extend that out a bit more just to put my my bits and pieces for the tank into it. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, that's massive. 4,600. I've got loads of money though. Yeah, we're gonna build a big one. We are gonna build a big one. I know, this is just daft. And I'm going to put a staff area behind here with all my bits and pieces in here. Yeah, let's get a wall in there. Let's get a staff door. I wanted to keep everything staff-like all together, but it's not going to work for this. And we're going to need some big bits and pieces. I'm just going to open up another one. I don't want it to be too tight in shape. And I'm going to have this power pump, which is a bit massive. Interesting. I could have actually covered those other ones with this power pump as well. Oh well, doesn't matter now. Let's put the power pump here. And I'm going to have 2 large filters. large heaters on it. And I'm absolutely going to fill this with masses of plants. Because I've got so much space. Let's grab a nice big rocky overhang. Let's get our anchor going. We may as well have an anchor as well. You can see that anchor, it's going to look nice. Shell. Some nets. What else do we need? Let's have some of the smaller Amazon swords. A lot of plants in here. And let's grab our fish. So we want 4 of these. We want 5 guppies. He's not going to be happy. Let's see why he's not happy. Not sufficiently heated. Oh, need another heater. Okay. Let's grab another large heater. And now let's grab another fish. And we want 5 Bozeman rainbows. Let's have a look. How many have we got? We got 2 in there. We want 5. Look at the size of this tank. It's massive. This tank is huge. Right, I'm going to put bloodworms and brine shrimp all in this area as well, so we don't have a problem in case our staff cannot get to anything else. Brine shrimp. And let's put a tool one in here as well. And a quick broom cupboard as well. And let's throw down our padded benches so that these guys can view this. Oh, how can you complain about that? That looks so nice. You have to walk past all these big tanks to get to it anyway. Oh, look at that. That's just so nice. Okay, we're up at 385 now. 418, 427, 428. Let's see if we keep going or if we're dropping, because it goes up and down. But I think this tank is going to be fab. Elliot's leveled up. Let's get him cleaning. We're down to 386, 372. Oh, it just goes up and down. I mean, our normal amount of prestige points is, you know, quite high, 780s. It's just getting these in for this level. And I'm going to quickly put another few bits and pieces in here, such as a vending machine. Oh no, we've got the vending machines. We've got them all. We've got bins. Come on, you know you want to get up there. We've got 8 freshwater species in. I'm going to put an extra... I'm going to get somebody extra in to clean. I may as well. Just pick the power lights, it doesn't really matter now. Nobody else likes cleaning. Feeding and fixing. Let's hire her. 402, then drop down again. Come on, dudes, you can get there. What I can do is quickly put some toilets here as well. Just a spare set. I know they're out in the open, but that'll do. Come on, 366, 376. It's dropping down again. I don't want another big tank in here. Okay, is there anything else I can do with our tanks? These guys are quite happy. They have their spaces. My cichlids have grown. My pacu has grown. 474, oh no, it dropped again. 479, 482, 487. Yes! It just hit it, and then dropped again. Whew. Impressive work. Hitama was once just a small marine aquarium. Now it's known throughout the land for its freshwater exhibits. However, all good things must come to an end. You've received word of an interesting project in Pascova, and they want you to head it up. Okay. We're just going to pause that. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh, that was a lot more awkward than I thought it was going to be. It was a little bit more tricky getting those final points. I can't believe how much prestige just fluctuates. I mean, it goes from something like 300s and suddenly shoots to 520, and you just hit it for a very short period of time. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. I love these new our new fish. I mean, look at this. Look at this tank. Look at this Paco. He's massive. This guy's little bug eyes and his little tetras in here with him, and the little yellow fish. And look at this wonderful, wonderful jetty one. I mean, this is fab. You've got multiple fish in here, all happily with his nets and everything else like that. I really love that. And then we've got these little red fishes here, which have all grown. Our barbs that have grown. What have we got in here? Can't remember what we've got in here. Oh, those are the little red ones again. Those little rainbow ones. And then we've got our first little tank. That was our tiny little tank, which we've then gone and put these guys in a much, much bigger one. But that's brilliant. I really enjoyed that, actually. It was a lot of fun. I think it's a nice nice DLC, actually. And hopefully it's going to continue to be quite nice. So thanks very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you again, maybe. So have a very good rest of the day, rest of the week, and take care of yourselves, and see you soon, hopefully. Bye bye.